welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be another makeup collection and mini reviews of my makeup, and today we're going to be talking about my blushes. So without further babbling on, I'm just going to get right into it because there's a lot of blushes despite the fact that I'm not the kind of person who wears a lot. So the first thing that I'm going to get out of the way is blushes that are in some palettes rather than just singles. And the first thing I want to talk about is Makeup Revolution Ultra Blush Palette in the Sugar and Spice. And again, as always, I'm going to be inserting pictures around me. But basically, you open it up and it looks like this. And it's definitely a very stunning eyeshadow palette. Very stunning blush palette. You've got all different types of colours you would ever need. From pinks to dark pinks to orange to like browns and stuff. Plus you have these shades right here. I use this one as a highlight and this one I don't really touch, but this could be used as a really nice blush topper. And overall this is a very affordable palette. I really like it, I really recommend it, and if you haven't checked it out you should, and they also last pretty well on the cheeks throughout the day. Next palette I want to mention is a palette that I mentioned last week as well, and it's the Model Zone Sculpt and Glow palette in the shade light to medium. And you open it up and this is what it looks like, and this is the blusher. Now this blusher, from the pictures and from people using the NARS blush in the shade Orgasm, it really reminds me of that. I like this blush. When you apply it on your cheeks it's more pink than gold, to be fair, but I think it would also double as a great eyeshadow. And I mean, if you like this palette for the bronzer and highlight, then I think the blush is just a bonus. But I wouldn't quite recommend buying this palette for £15. I'd recommend you waiting out for deals like when they do 3 for 2, or buy this one, get another palette half price or something like that. Next palette I want to mention is by the Essence and is the Blush Play Sculpting Blush palette. Mine is in the shade 10 Play Peach, and you open it up and it looks like this. Now I think these two are meant to be blushes and then this one's meant to be highlighter. I've not been really playing around with this palette too much, but I do have to say that this shade right here is absolutely brilliant for pale skin tones like me. Because a lot of problems that I have with quite a few blushes is that they're way too pigmented, and therefore I don't like working with them too much because they look ridiculous on my skin tone. The last palette related product is by e.l.f. and it's their Bronze Peach duo, and you've got a bronzer on this side and a blush on this side. They're a cream to powder product and I absolutely love this blush. I think it's absolutely stunning when you use a stippling brush, and it's just nice peachy pink coral kind of type of situation. But if you wanted to try out one of the aqua duos from e.l.f., then I would definitely recommend this one. Now moving on to my blush singles, I'm going to start out with blushes that I have several of the same range, and the one that I have the most of is I Heart Makeup. And I have 4 of the I Heart Makeup Blushing Hearts blushes, as you can see right here. So I'm going to start with the one that I like and then talk to you about the ones that I don't really like. The one that I really like is the blusher in the shade Peachy Keen Heart. Looks like this. You open it up and it looks like that on the inside. I believe that this is the only blush out of the entire range that's the least glowing. And what I mean by that is that the rest of these blushes in this selection or collection have this icy feeling to them. So like they feel more like they should be highlighters than they should be blushes. And they're advertised as blushes, but anything blush related, as far as I can say, it would be more like a blush topper. But to me, I don't like blush toppers, so for me it's more like a highlighter. But this one in particular, the Peachy Keen Heart, I really do like. It's a stunning, like a peachy pink colour on your cheeks, and I really do recommend this one. Now the next one is the Peachy Pink Kisses, and it looks like this on the inside. And this is one of those that I told you it has like a highlight feel to it. Like it's this one right here, and like you see that this is not a blush, that's more like a highlight. I mean, the colour's stunning and I definitely will use it as a highlight but not as a blush. The next one I have is Iced Heart, and I think it kind of speaks for itself. Again, it's similar to the previous one that I've just shown you, and it's exactly the same thing. It looks more like highlight than blush. I don't think it is anywhere near a blush. And the last one I want to show you is Bursting with Love, and it looks like this. Now this one is closer to blush, especially if you use these two instead of the one right at the top. I do also like this one with a light hand. It's not too glowy. I do just have to make sure that I'm using less of a highlighter on that day. Right, the next three blushes that I have the most of, so it would be the next one to go, is, I've never heard of this brand, but it's by Race or whatever you want to call it. And I have the one in Peony, Nude, and Claret, I don't know. They're basically cream blushes like that. I don't really reach for them. I mean, they're good, and you can use them as both cheek and lip tints, so they're really nice, but I don't really tend to work with liquid or cream products too much, and especially not with blushes that I hardly wear on a normal regular basis anyway. So I don't really have much to say about these, and therefore I wouldn't recommend them. Next blushes I want to talk about are the MUA Pixel Perfect Multi Blush blushes. The first one I want to talk about is Pink Blossom, and it's absolutely stunning. Both of these blushes are absolutely stunning. They have like a mosaic pattern thing going on. The only issue with these is that they're so pale and so like hardly packed into the packaging that it barely shows up on my actual skin. I've tried it with densely packed brushes and lightly packed brushes, but it seems to be not picking up much. Which, I mean, I don't mind because I don't like wearing too much blush anyway, but if you're someone who wants value back, like the quality back for the money that you're paying, then these blushes are probably not for you. The other one that I have is Peach Bloom, and it looks like this. Again, absolutely stunning. This one shows up a little bit more, to be fair, so I think this one is good for pale skin tones like me because it does show up a little bit more. So I would perhaps recommend the Peach Bloom blusher from MUA Pixel Perfect Blushes. The next blushes that I want to talk about is by Bourjois, and I have two Bourjois blushes which are so cute, by the way. One is in Golden Rose and one is in Rose Blossom. Now they're both really nice. They're heavily scented, like seems like all of the Bourjois products are heavily scented, so if you are sensitive to that, then I would recommend stay away from these. But they're both absolutely stunning. They're both got like a sheen to them. They're by no means matte, but they don't shine as much as the I Heart makeup do. And these ones just add a little bit of a healthy glow to your skin instead of just right in your face, basically highlighter. And they're both absolutely stunning. I am planning on picking up more of these like different shades from this shade range or blush range or whatever you want to call it. They're not the most affordable blushes, so I would definitely wait for like deals going on, like 3 for 2 on Bourjois, or like spend this amount and you get this for free or this for half price. But other than that, I do recommend these, but not for people on budget. Now the last set of multiple blushes from the same range that I have, and then we move on to just the ones that I have singles of, are the Makeup Revolution Vivid Baked Blushes. And I have one in Bang Bang You're Dead and one in Hard Day. Now once again, these are not matte blushes by any means, and I have two shade ranges because I like one for autumn, one for summer. No! Oh my god, one of them just broke. Oh no. One of them just fell out of the pan. I mean, they are pretty cheap to be fair, but no. I like you. Why did you have to do this? Anyway, so the one that just fell out of the pan, so I'm going to close this now, is the Bang Bang You're Dead. Again, it's a really nice it's a really nice shade for pale skin tones like me. I would definitely recommend this, despite the fact that it fell out of the pan. they are very, very affordable. I think they're between £1 to £3, so they're not that expensive. And the other one, which is this one right here, which is the one called Hard Day, I like wearing during autumn. And as I said, they're not matte, they're quite sheeny, but they're they're glowy in the sense as the Bourjois ones are. And so when you put them on your cheeks, they just give you a nice healthy glow rather than, oh, did you say you wanted blusher? Well, no, I think you wanted highlight. Now 6 more blushes that are single that are from their own range. First one I want to talk about is the Silky Touch Blush in the shade 10 Adorable. It's like a very baby pink colour, and I really like this blush when I just want to throw something really quickly on my cheeks, but I don't want to work on it too much, because it's not super pigmented, but it is buildable and it is great for light skin tones like me, but it does not last on your face the entire day. But it is super cheap, so I do still recommend it, and it is absolutely nice formula. The next one I want to mention is Miss Sporty Instaglow Blusher in the shade Luminous Beige, and it's, as it says, beigey colour, like a pinky beigey colour. And it's not, again, it's similar to the Essence, it's not really pigmented, but it is buildable. Doesn't last on the face entire day, but I still like using this during autumn as well, and during winter generally, and it isn't actually luminous in much of, and it isn't actually that luminous. It's not like the Bourjois or Makeup Revolution ones. It's nice and I like it. The next blush I want to talk about is by Lottie London, and it's her Blush Crush powder blusher in the shade Harry, and it looks like this, and then you open it up and it's this like domed blusher, and you might be thinking, oh my god, it's like orange. It is, and it is kind of pigmented when you try and swatch it, but when you actually put it on your hand, it's not that pigmented, so it's very it's easy to work with it, and it just adds, like during the summer it was a perfect blush of mine, and it just added like this nice flush of fun colour, but it wasn't too much and I didn't look like a clown. So I would recommend this, especially if you like collecting. I just didn't pick up more of these shades. I was planning on to, but they're not the cheapest blushes out there either, but you do get like a big pan, so the choice is yours to make. The next blush that has been like in my collection for a couple of years now, but is still really good, is the Rimmel Lasting Finish Soft Colour Blush in 010 Santa Rose, and it looks like this. It's an absolutely cute blush. It's like very nude, so on my skin tone you have to work with it a little bit to see any colour payoff. But as I said, that's what I like about my blushes. I don't like them to be super pigmented and then I have to go with like sponges and brushes to try and fix it. I love this colour, especially during winter times, and it is pretty affordable, especially considering that Rimmel has always some sort of deals going on where you can save your money. So I would recommend this colour range, or this blush range, and especially this colour. Second to last blush that I want to mention is by Sleek, and it is in the shade Flamingo, and I have accidentally picked this up. As you can see, it is super bright pink, flamingo pink, and then when you swatch it, it is very powdery, chalky almost, and it is super pigmented. And as you can see, as you could tell from what I was telling you earlier, I don't like super pigmented blushes, so this is one of those blushes that I have not really been reaching out for because of the fact of how pigmented it is. Although I can imagine it being really good eyeshadow. I do have eyeshadows in this colour that are actually meant to be eyeshadows, so I wouldn't really, I like the blushes. Like, I like the formula. It's not the worst formula in the world, but I wouldn't recommend this particular colour, if you know what I mean. And they're not the cheapest either. And the last product is by Benefit, and it's the Cha Cha Tint. I don't know if this has a colour or anything. Oh yeah, Mango Tinted Lip and Cheek Stain, I think. Yeah, Stain. And this is just a little sample size. I got it in Birchbox or something like that, I can't remember. This is really nice stain. I do actually like it, to be fair. It's just, as I said, I'm finding it really hard to make myself to work with liquid or cream products. But I do recommend this if you do like these types of things, and also if it doesn't work out for you as a blush, you can always use it as a lip tint. And that, guys, is all for today's video and my collection of blushes. If you're wondering why some of these blushes that I don't really like, why haven't I decluttered them yet, then it's because this year I have already done a decluttering series, so I'm trying to make these products work until my next decluttering series, which will be next year, 2018. Oh my god, 2018. So surreal to think that next year it will be 2018. But anyway, off the track. So yeah, that's why I have not decluttered these products just yet. But yeah, if you enjoy this video, then please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already. I'm trying to upload at the moment every single day other than Saturday and Sunday. Leave me a comment down below if you have used any of these blushes, if you like them, if you don't. Obviously, just because something works for me doesn't mean it's going to work for you, and vice versa. I hope you're having an amazing day wherever in the world you are, and I'll talk to you in my next video. Bye!